So I've been delaying this Q&A for so long because I don't really know how to do Q&A. This is like my first ever like Q&A where I'm actually talking to someone. I did a Q&A in my TikTok like when I first started, so that was a very long time ago. So now we're gonna get into like a real Q&A with the basic questions. How old are you? I'm currently 18 and turning 19 soon, February 9th, which is going to be my last year being a teenager. Do you have any siblings? I have 4 siblings, 3 brothers and 1 sister, and I am the oldest. What are you majoring in college and why did you choose it? I'm majoring in pre-med biology, and I chose it because I just honestly really love learning about life. Allah created the world and Allah created everything in such a specific way that everything works. The way our cells work, the way our bodies work, the way our organs work, the way the earth works. It's just so interesting. And when I was having low iman, I started watching on YouTube scientific miracles of the Quran. And that's something that really like it made me feel like, I don't know how to describe it. It just made me feel like it's such a way that I'm just like, wow, like I just need to learn more about this. So that's another thing. Like the Quran has so many like scientific miracles that it made me so interested in learning about science. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I am an introvert, but depending on the people I'm with, or if I have confidence, which is really rare, I can be an extrovert. But that's again pretty rare to see. If I were to be talking to like an older person, if it's something important, then I'll be fine with it. But when it's someone that's like someone that admires me, I'm like, I get so shy and I don't know how to respond. Now let's kind of get into the deeper questions. What is your biggest goal right now? My biggest goal at the moment is to become a better version of myself Islamically and, you know, mentally and physically and in like the real world. How do you balance the deen and the dunya? So, something I still struggle with today, but it's not as bad as it used to be before. Like, you have to like work your way to it. You can't just like not know how to balance it and then next day you know how to balance it. It takes progress, it takes steps. Deen and dunya is something a lot of people struggle with. I even struggle with it a lot, but there are ways to overcome it. You need to set aside time for Islam and time for school. You need to build your schedule around your prayers and studies. You may have a really busy schedule, and that's completely fine. I have a busy schedule too. But no matter how busy you are in the day, at least spend 1 hour towards Islam. Reading Quran, it can be reading an Islamic book, it can be reading du'as, it can be doing dhikr, it can be just even listening to Quran, just playing a YouTube video, just close your eyes and listen to it, that's fine too. If you want to listen to a lecture, that's fine as well. So just spend at least 1 hour of your day towards Allah. Like there's so many hours, 24 hours in a day, and in the week there's 7 whole days, in a month 30 whole days, in a year 365 days. You have so much time, but not enough time. You have so much time to do other stuff, but not enough time towards Islam. You need to change your mindset to put more time towards Islam, because in the end of the day, all these worldly stuff, it will help you in this world, but it will not help you in the hereafter. You need to also focus and spend time towards Islam. All these other things will not be taken with you in the day of judgment. The only thing that you will be taking with you is your deen. So at least try to work on it slowly by slowly. Get somewhere with it. Don't stay stuck in the same place. What is your hijab journey, and what is one thing you knew before becoming a hijabi? One thing I wish I knew before becoming a proper hijabi was to eliminate criticism from everyone. Your family, your friends, strangers, people on the internet, everything. Advice is good. Criticism isn't. Criticism will only push you away. It's pushed me away before, it's pushed others away, and many people have even taken off their hijab because of how much criticism they're getting instead of advice, and that's bad. If you've seen the state of Muslim TikTok, where every hijabi will be bashed around, even if she's wearing the proper hijab, she'll still be bashed around. You might be overwhelmed with the amount of rules. Everyone is. I was overwhelmed as well, but I started slowly adding one thing adding another thing, and then adding another thing. Like, I didn't just switch from a bad hijabi, like an improper hijabi, to a proper hijabi in one day. I can't do that. It's definitely possible, but realistically, not many people can do that. You may look up to me for hijab inspo, but I get so much hate, believe it or not. They say I shouldn't wear colors, only black. I should wear gloves. I should do this. I shouldn't do that. It's really overwhelming. I understand completely. A lot of Muslims on TikTok would criticize without knowing the effect it has. Many times, I've just wanted to quit doing social media. The only reason I stayed is because you guys would message me saying I wore the hijab because of you. You inspired me to wear hijab. You inspired me to stop makeup. I got my first khimar because of you. I've gotten lots of messages like that recently, and it just warms my heart. Obviously, all those come with Allah's guidance first. But to know that you can have such an impact on someone is just mind-blowing to me. My advice to new hijabis or those who want to start, wear it and wear it proudly. Because in the end of the day, you can wear it perfectly or imperfectly and people will still criticize. No matter what you do, someone will judge. No matter what you do, someone will hate. You can't please everyone, so just have the intention of only pleasing Allah and then you'll grow. How did you convince yourself to wear the correct hijab and when? I have been wearing hijab since I was 9 and I started wearing abayas and khimars in 2022. You slowly build to the correct hijab. I didn't wear abaya, the proper hijab, khimar, niqab the moment I should. It took me years. I built myself slowly. I first started covering the neck, then the arms, then the wrists, wearing abayas, no belts, niqabs, then khimars, and then no makeup, and so on. You can't switch up in one day. This took a process of me for like 4 years of just trying to build onto the correct hijab. The thing is, like, if I knew the correct hijab, I probably would have built on sooner. But I didn't know. I was just getting more into social media. And honestly, even though social media had this bad impact, social media has also like helped me. I learned the proper hijab because of social media. And the criticism is not it, but I slowly just built into it by getting inspired actually. I used to go on Pinterest and I used to get inspired by a lot of people. Islamic rules wasn't just thrown on us the moment the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ became a prophet. Why? Because no one will follow it that way. It was built slowly, 22 years to be exact. How do you maintain being productive consistently? To be honest, no one can be productive consistently. I always mention in every one of my videos in the description that not every day is like this. Everyone will be rotting in bed at some point of the week. Even me. Some days we don't want to move, and sometimes we just want to scroll or watch something, and that's completely normal. But we should create a few days of the week to be productive and get work done. I'm productive most of the time, at least 3 to 4 times a week. Most of the time. Some weeks, I'm just bed rotting, and that's completely normal. It's called balance. If you're productive consistently, then you'll feel burnt out. That's why I like building a schedule, because when you do so, you know exactly what you need to do, when to do it, and when you can finish everything. When you do so, it can be a lot more easier to be productive. You can write it down, jot it down, make a Notion template, blah, blah, blah. Use Google Docs, whatever. Just build a schedule. So write at least 5 to-dos every day. If you want 3, make simple ones. You don't need to push yourself, oh, I'm going to walk 20,000 steps a day. No, don't do that. Just something simple, like, okay, make my bed. That's one to do. Do my skincare, another to do. Simple stuff like that. And once you get into the habit of that, you add more to-dos, and then you continue building your schedule around that. What is your dream job? I actually have 2 dream jobs. One is to become a family physician. So, inshallah, I want to become a doctor. Allah's plan, of course. My second is to start my own clothing business, like a fashion designer. I've always been dreaming of this since I was very little. And both dream jobs are being worked on, and one will be official soon. Hint, 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 hint. Anyways, where do you get your abayas and khimars? I get my clothing from a lot of people. I mainly get them from my best friend's business, which is Veiled Hayati. She has the cutest and most affordable khimars and abayas out there. Some other places I've gotten them are from Luma's Modesty, Les Sultanas, and Miriam's Collection. Is it hard to be a Muslim in the US? I personally have never had any problems being Muslim. Everyone, alhamdulillah, has respected me, my clothing, my religion, etc. I do get judgmental stares from time to time, but I also do get compliments on what I wear, saying it's beautiful. Like sometimes just walking around my campus and then a random girl will come and stop me and she's like, oh my god, your outfit is so beautiful. And like, you know, it's nice. What motivates you to do well in school? I never really used to be motivated to do well in school until I started college. When I started college is when I made it official that I made my dream job like official. Like that's what I wanted to do and I set my goals for it. And you know, that path is not easy, of course. You need to have a strong GPA, a strong MCAT score, extracurriculars, volunteering, etc. Also, the money. The money being put into it is a lot. Money doesn't grow from trees. These grades are based on effort and time I put into my work. Those grades determine my future career and my future in general. It doesn't seem like that, but in the long term it will. So that's a few things that motivates me. Another thing is just, I don't know, I just like academic validation. I like looking at my grades and just seeing like an A on there. Like if it's not an A, I'll be disappointed. But like I just like seeing an A on there. What legacy do you want to leave behind? This question was something that made me like, whoa, that's a really good question. Honestly, I want to leave behind inspiration. Inspiration to dress modestly, inspiration to become a better person and Muslim, inspiration to become closer to Allah, inspiration to study well, and so on. That was my goal from the very beginning, and that's what I want to leave behind. That's what I want to be known for. What do you hope to achieve with your YouTube, and what's your best experience on Instagram and YouTube? I hope to achieve what I explained for the legacy question, inspiring people to become the best versions of themselves religiously and in general. My best experience on Instagram and YouTube was you guys. You guys made every video, comment, story worth it. You guys helped me become stronger to ignore the hate I receive and to keep doing what I love and to achieve my dreams. It may not seem like it's a lot, but it really is. I don't know you all, but like you mean a lot to me. So yeah, those were all the questions I had for my Q&A. Again, I'm sorry for delaying this for so long. I just didn't really know how to put it. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed the video as well. May Allah bless you guys, and I'm proud of you for everything you do, whether it's studying, praying, getting closer to Allah, being you. I'm proud of you for that. So again, thank you for watching, and assalamualaikum.